Welcome to this short introduction to the EIC Accelerator programme for 2026. In the next few minutes, we will briefly look at what the EIC Accelerator is, who it is for, what type of funding it provides, and how the application process works. The aim is to give you a clear overview so you can quickly see if it's a fit for your company and your current stage of technology and market development. My name is Heather Marshall-Heyman, and I'm Internationalisation Manager at Swelife. The EIC Accelerator is a funding programme for startups and SMEs that develop and scale up innovations with the potential to create new markets or disrupt existing ones. It focuses on projects that are already at TRL 6 or above and can be supported up to market deployment at TRL 9. In the 2026 work programme, the EIC Accelerator has a total budget of €634 million for grants and investments, within an overall EIC budget of more than €1.4 billion across all schemes. The main applicants are single SMEs and startups in EU member states or associated countries. Small mid-caps may also apply for an investment only to scale TRL 9 activities. Your company can receive a grant of up to €2.5 million that covers up to 70% of eligible project costs, with the rest co-financed by your company. The grant can support innovation activities that are between TRL 6 and TRL 8. There is also a possibility to apply for investment funds or equity in the range of between €1 and €10 million that can finance TRL 9 market deployment and any part of the TRL 6 to 8 activities not covered by the grant. Larger investments of up to €30 million are also potentially possible, although these are handled under a separate programme called the STEP Scale-Up. You can apply for grant only, blended finance, or investment only, but the chosen option must match your project's maturity and funding need. In 2026, the EIC has allocated €634 million to the Accelerator programme, just over €400 million of which is reserved for the EIC Accelerator Open, and the rest for the EIC Accelerator Challenges. Both the Open and Challenge calls have the same basic structure: a grant component that is less than €2.5 million, and an investment component of between €1 and €10 million, with the exact split depending on demand and portfolio balance. Applications must start from TRL 6 or higher, meaning that you should have completed TRL 5, which corresponds to a validation of your technology in a relevant environment. You will need to be able to show this with some evidence through demonstrators or pilots or similar data. The grant focuses on activities from TRL 6 to 8, like clinical validation and industrialization, and the investment is there to support TRL 9, market deployment and scale-up. A key part of any application is showing clearly where you are now in TRL terms and what TRL you will reach by the end of the project. The EIC Accelerator application is a 4-step process. Step 1 is a short proposal, where you submit an application form, a 10-slide pitch deck and a 3-minute video. Step 1 can be submitted at any time. Your application will be assessed remotely by a team of experts who will give the application a go or no-go. Step 2 is the full proposal, which consists of a detailed 20-page application plus a number of annexes. There are 6 full proposal deadlines per year, roughly every second month. The application is again assessed remotely by a panel of experts and given a further go or no-go decision. Step 3 is a face-to-face interview with a jury. There are 3 interview weeks per year. And if you receive a positive jury decision, Step 4 will cover the grant agreement and investment due diligence that the EIC fund will do with its partners. If you receive a rejection at any stage, you have 2 resubmission opportunities for all stages in total. So when is the EIC Accelerator a realistic option for your company? It's most suitable when you have a deep tech or highly innovative solution where there is a technology already at TRL 6 or higher, and you should need a large amount of funding for this development that's hard to finance with private investors alone. You should be able to show a clear potential for EU-level impact, for example on competitiveness, climate, or in other strategic areas and sustainable development goals. Projects that do not yet have validation at TRL 5 to 6 or that require smaller, lower-risk funding are generally better suited to other instruments. This is Heather Marshall-Heyman giving you a few key facts and pointers about the EIC Accelerator for 2026. In the next film, we will dive into the EIC Step 1, the short proposal, and look at what you will need to submit and what the evaluators will be looking for in a successful application.